Namaskar, this is Akhilesh Bhargav. Welcome to Tidbits on Business and Finance with me. The Finance Minister, while addressing the industry captains in a seminar of the All India Management Association, in that she urged the private sector, she asked the private sector to take advantage of the corporate tax rate cuts which were effected by the government in October 2019 and to also take advantage of all the government initiatives and reforms and unleash their animal spirits to invest in the economy more and more. She said that the private sector needs to unleash its animal spirits and it needs to invest in order to make India one of the fastest growing global economies. She referred to various initiatives of the government. She referred to the corporate tax rate cut. She referred to improved ease of doing business as the government claims. And she referred to policy consistency under the present government, all of which, according to her, should facilitate investments by the private sector. She said that investments need to be made in order to ramp up India's production capacity and production, and that the industry must act on it in a big way. She thus said that the government has done a lot of initiatives, the government has taken a lot of initiatives, and now, according to her, the onus is on the private sector in order to trigger investments, in order to take advantage of those initiatives and ramp up India's production capacity, ramp up India's production capability. Uday Kotak, the managing director of Kotak Mahindra Bank, echoed these views of the finance minister, and he said that the Indian industry needs to get back its animal spirits and invest because, according to him, the government has done what needed to be done, and now the onus, the burden is on the private sector to walk the talk. That was Uday Kotak echoing what the finance minister said. The reality of the matter is that while bulls are on rampage in India's stock markets, but when it comes to making fresh investments in Indian industry, all these bulls are missing. All that bullish fervor, all that optimism that bulls and investors show on the stock markets, when it comes to greenfield investments and brownfield investments, those kind of bullish sentiments are completely missing. Before we get into discussing why are these kind of sentiments missing, we need to be clear, we need to understand what is meant by animal spirits. Because both Uday Kotak and the finance minister said that the animal spirits of India's investors needs to come back and they need to make investments, fresh investments in business and industry. This term animal spirits was coined by John Maynard Keynes. He came up with this concept, with this term animal spirits. It refers to an environment, it refers to a situation, it refers to an era where investments are made because of a feeling of confidence, because of a feel-good factor which is there, because of which the investors are willing to make investments in new businesses. The fact of the matter is, when we talk about investments, when we talk especially about fresh investments, the private sector is of course willing to move in whenever there is an opportunity to make profits and wherever its investments are considered to be safe. That is where the problem lies. India today is not considered to be a very safe territory as far as fresh investments are concerned. And it's not because of a law and order situation. It has to do with the prevailing environment in the economy. India comes with a lot of risk factors. And the biggest risk factor that India has, that the economy has, that fresh investments have today is, according to us, the government itself. It is because of the government, because of the way the government functions, because of the promises and performance of the government, because of all that it says but it doesn't do, that the risk factor of making fresh investments in India are certainly looking on the higher side, and that discourages and dissuades investors from putting fresh capital into the Indian economy. The factors that dissuade the investor are numerous, and what are they? The first one, of course, is that if you want to revive the animal spirits of the investor, of the producer, of the manufacturer to set up new plants, then you first need to also have the animal spirits of the consumer in place. It's only when the consumer is willing to spend out of a sense of spontaneity, out of a sense of willingness to spend because he feels confident that demand will come back. And when that comes back, then the animal spirits of the investor, of the industrialist, of companies willing to put in new projects comes back. Today, We are seeing a situation of joblessness remaining untackled. Incomes have been receding, demand has been receding. The consumer is not got any animal spirits to spend. And if the consumer is not willing to spend, the producer's animal spirit is not going to come back. So that's the first problem. The second problem is we are in a situation where we are seeing in the banking and financial system that there are unwilling lenders and also unwilling good borrowers. Unless finance is not taken out of the banking system to invest in new projects, where are the new investments going to come in? Both sides of the table, the lender side as well as the borrower side, we are talking borrowers of good pedigree, there is an unwillingness. Until that unwillingness is not dispelled, fresh investments are not going to flow in by way of animal spirits being unleashed as the finance minister wants. The third factor, according to us, is the missing ease of doing business in India. The government may keep claiming that it has gone better, but it has not improved for the good. Corruption remains as it is. Red tapeism remains untamed. The laws of the land remain as complex as they always were. Rather, they have become even more complex and difficult to comply with. Compliance costs are a huge headache and a huge cost. And no respite comes from contracts, especially when it comes to the matter of enforcement of your rights and enforcement of contracts. When the ease of doing business does not comfort the entrepreneur, he is not going to invest. And that is the ground reality, irrespective of what the government may claim. That comes to the next reason why the animal spirits to invest seem to be missing. There is a lack of confidence in the government. There's a lack of confidence in what it says and what it delivers. It is there in the Neta, it is there in the Babu, and it is there in the governance that they unleashed onto us. Until that confidence is not restored, investments are not going to come back in a big way, despite the fact that India has a huge population which can be a big captive market for every kind of good, for every kind of producer. Because of these factors, the very safety of investments remains in peril. And if investment is in danger, even if it is a profitable investment, the investor, the entrepreneur, the industrialist is not going to commit any further fresh investment in the economy. And that, according to us, is what we are witnessing at the moment. In such a scenario, a cut in corporate tax rates or policy initiatives or consistency of policy making, as the FM claims, is certainly not relevant. What matters is safety, what matters is profitability, and that is where the confidence has been missing. And because of that, the animal spirits, as the finance minister and Mr. Uday Kotak wants, have not been coming back. The larger picture which actually remains is something entirely different. The animal spirits of the common entrepreneur are missing. They are certainly down and out. But when it comes to the animal spirits of the cronies of the system, they remain extremely high. Cronies get orders. A crony gets an huge defense order, even if the crony has had no experience in that industry at all. And cronies get to manage airports, even though they may not have been in the business of managing airports. The fact of the matter is, it is these cronies whose animal spirits remains very high. And that explains, according to us, why the animal spirits of the common entrepreneur is missing. It is the animal spirits to invest of the common entrepreneur that needs to be revived. Until that is not done, you're not going to see India becoming the fastest growing economy in the world, which we richly deserve. This is Akhilesh Bhargav signing off till we meet again. Namaskar.
Hello everyone. HW News English is 2 years old now. When we started this venture, we promised ourselves one thing, that news should remain free, because right to know is the right of every Indian. But to keep news free for everyone, we need support from some of you. And thus we have rolled out membership on our YouTube channel HW News English. But mind you, the membership is completely voluntary. The programs that we were doing earlier, that we are doing now, will continue to remain free. First level is a basic level. Here, you can be our supporter by paying Rs 199 per month. This membership gives you certain perks and benefits. The perks include unique badges in front of your name, a live show from Mr. Sujit Nair and from Mr. Akhilesh Bhargava per month for our members. You can also vote in some exclusive members-only polls.
Now the second level is Super Supporter. Here you can be our Super Supporter by paying rupees 3,999 per month. This membership will include every perk that comes with basic level. Additionally, our Super Supporters can be a part of a WhatsApp group where we can have discussions and suggestions on various topics. The second perk includes a gift pack with our merchandise. And the third perk is a Google Meet with Mr. Sujit Nair, where you can join the meet and ask your questions to Mr. Nair face to face. Lastly, if you like, we would give a shout out to our super supporters in our programs.
So, hope to see you soon with our badges.